Hey guys, welcome back. It's Grimreaper connect you for another video for Shadows. Hopefully you're doing well and hopefully you're looking after yourselves and having a great start to the week or having a fantastic week. Hopefully your 2x bait has been keeping you guys happy. Be very careful of this, by the way. I believe this is only a 2x on the 5-star and 6-star, not actually on the legendaries or the mythicals or epics, etc. This hasn't really changed, so be very, very careful. That definitely very baity from Raid. Again, another downside for Raidshadowlegends, and shouldn't be something they'd be doing. They should be keeping the event simple, not trying to catch people out, and it's quite disgusting. Anyway, let's get into today's video. Let's not rant and rave about Plarium and etc. So today we're going to go over my hard HYDRA team. It's looking very, very nice, looking very, very fantastic. Definitely a lot of improvement to happen in my team, and it's just definitely something that I need to come up with some different strategies and still improve it to get my key all the way to 500 million, which is now the target for all my teams to be able to achieve, especially with all the HYDRA teams as well. I could build cheese teams like Trunda and etc., but learning from my past, I want to move on from all that. I don't really want to be looking into all these cheese teams whatsoever. I'm doing higher than 2.5 billion anyway, which is the key bit for for the clan that I'm in. I'm hitting the requirements. Everything else is a bonus, and me just trying to improve my teams overall will be it. I have made some changes to my team, so I'll show you all the gear, etc. I've made some changes to this style of team as well, but honestly, I'm not in a point now where I'm going to be moving my gear around and etc. like I used to. I've kind of got to a point now with Plarium and Antiques that I don't want to be moving my gear around unless it's DPS champions. For example, the only champion that's been re-geared for this is the Orc, right, which has had 2 pieces of gear moved onto her for this team. Once I can replace it, I will replace it, trust me. And that'll be the way I'll leave this team. Anyway, going into the team, this team is fairly okay. We brought Salah back in because I did make this mistakes on the Slayer set, so that's definitely something that I'll be looking into. And then also you got someone still in here, which I think will get replaced next week as well. So let me run the team and I'll go through the roles in the teams and why I've got these teams in here. Obviously my teams are manual. This one is actually auto. I was quite fairly happy with this, so this will be something that I'll kind of look into. I do take off auto like twice to kind of help deal with RNG. I actually took my eye off the ball with the setup and etc. Towards the end, so I kind of screwed up my own team and lost some damage, but I'll show you what mistakes were made there. So obviously Duchess is in here for increased attack, block buffs, and the Veils. The Revive is a bonus, and the Speed Aura is also a bonus. She's in 9-piece protection to give extra damage as well to my damage dealers. KRISK is in here for protection, to deal with Mischief, to deal with DK. He's in a Provoke set as well, and he's also doing his decreased speed as well on E1, and increased speed on E3. Someone, damage dealer, block buffs, strip, pretty simple. Salad, damage dealer as well. The leech is a bonus, but not required. And again, increased speed, which is pretty nice. Lydia is also increased speed. Defense down a weaken, the hex set, and also damage dealer. And then we have the Orc in here as well, who gives the extra attack and etc. So there's definitely changes that I need to make to this team, but either way, it is what it is. So we let the setup go in. We need the defense down, the block buffs, and etc. And then it's pretty much GG. KRISK will do the provoke from the provoke set, not from his E3, so he can extend the veils and set up the team very nicely. Anyway, I'll leave you guys to enjoy the music and see the run through. I'll see you right after this. Right, so this is where we can see my mistake. DK pops up, he goes for that. He does the poison cloud. It's actually a mistake, actually, even if I was paying attention. There's not much I can really have done, actually. Here, maybe doing some block buffs or something there, but he still would have done a cleanse anyway. So it is what it is, and obviously after that we kind of fail the run, and it kind of just rolls into a problem for us, which is when we end on 806. So looking at damage dealers then, and what I'll kind of look into changing next week. I've got the Orc in here doing 110, probably doing a little bit less damage than last week because of all the weak affinities. There's quite a few magic heads that was popping up throughout the rotation. So that's kind of one thing that I kind of need to change, is actually mix in a bit more of damage dealers. I think we'll replace Lydia next week with defense down and weaken with Venus, and then come in actually with the HU burns as well from Lydia. From Venus as well, and then Salad and then Song Wong will need to be replaced. I can use the HU burns to kind of deal with the block buffs outside of the poison cloud, and then kind of take it from there. Maybe I don't need any block buffs at all because we've got so much protection with KRISK and Lydia. Definitely have some options. We've got Mishi. I've got Mishi number 2 that could come in. He's definitely an option. I don't know if Mishi number 2 is booked. The only thing that kind of puts me off Mishi number 2 is actually just having no, he's not booked, is just having a defense down to kind of help him to kind of do his job. So, and then Ninja as well, it doesn't kind of make sense for Ninja without ally attack. So I'm not too sure who I can kind of add in to increase from my roster. We've tried the Dark Half. I'm a bit still too disappointed in him. He's not doing enough. Could use Cudus with Venus, a very good combination, but I think that could also be the same problem, coming in with another affinity that is quite weak to everyone. So that's one option. To be honest, I'm not too sure who I can bring in here after that as a damage dealer. Maybe Rathalos Blademaster again with Venus. That could be worth a try to see if we can pick up some extra juice from him. He definitely would be a good affinity right now. I don't think Junit has enough for this style of team. Quintus, etc. that ally attack kind of puts me off. Turvo is definitely a good option. I think maybe even the Rabbit could be a good option. These two I might actually consider next week bringing in. I think they definitely have to bring some utility as well. I think Turvo could be a very good shout. I don't think strong single damage dealers are very strong at the moment, but I think between him and the Orc, that could be something that we actually bring. I've never actually used my Turvolt before in these type of teams. Maybe even try the Kraken champion. She just had a rework. I think she is booked. Yeah, she's booked already. So she's got a HA burns. She's got the hex and decreased speed as well. She can cancel out some stuff. Another option I have actually just thought about as well is actually coming in with Timisia, right? Timisia can deal with the poison clouds very, very well, wherever she is. Let's have a look where she is. She should be around somewhere. She's definitely a 6-star. But I don't think we have any blessings, which honestly is another problem for me to deal with. She's not booked, so maybe we'll book her up and give her a go, right? She does smack pretty hard. I would need to kind of put some books into her C and kind of give it a go. Might be an option as well. I think definitely her, Turvolt, and the Orc would be an interesting combo, right? To kind of try that. But I think we'll try Rathalos first before we go putting into books. And I think like Turvolt comes in as well, and I guess give him a stronger build. Maybe I would just build 100% critical rate with him, and then actually turn this off, and then just allow him to have increased attack. And then maybe we only use this ability when I need to, so we just swaps 2 and actually go 6-piece merciless and just watch him go pop, 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 you know. Extra turns would help as well I guess, with 6-piece Merciless to go through. That could be an interesting one. Let me know down in the comments. So let me show you all the gear then. Let me show you all the changes that were made. She's still waiting on one book here. I won't be booking the first form. It's just the second form we'll be booking. That's good because it mainly means we need 4 books. You can see here she's still in a 6-piece Merciless. Let me go into second form. You can see here there is some extra stats that could be added. So for example, we've got ignored defense here. We've got good critical damage, etc. Speed is fairly fine. I might drop the speed down a bit more. So maybe she counterattacks a bit more, takes less turns. Maybe that could be an option. I think she definitely does need a bit more attack, but honestly, it's going to be a case of coming down to oils and glyphs, etc. when I get around to doing it. Right now I'm working my arena champions, so it's not a option for me at the moment. These are the masteries that we're running. This would be fairly ones I'd recommend. Obviously cruelty is the way I'll go for that. Then I'm going to show you Duchess number 2, so you can kind of see what I mean. For her, she was built in arena. I wasn't using it. I can't empower my Duchess up +2 yet, so you can see here 9-piece protection. I just focused on good HP defense and then honestly speed, just so she gets surveillors up, keeps her increased attack. We got a bit of resistance by mistake, so it's just a added bonus, I guess, from that. Again, needs a bit more oil, but honestly, I'm not too bothered by it. So these are the masteries as well, because these are like arena masteries, so not too bothered about that overall. Then we've got Lydia, right? Let me show you Lydia. Lydia's build hasn't really changed. I have rebuilt it just slightly. So these are the stats we're getting on Lydia. I've actually pumped in quite a bit of damage. So accuracy there, ignore defense, critical damage, good speed. Try pumping in much attack as possible. There's a lot of oil missing, honestly. That could help a little bit with her. We do have a 2-piece impulse as well to kind of help with the reflex, and then Christian Ram is the blessing I picked. At the moment, I'm happy with Christian Ram. Maybe Natural Wrath could be an interesting one to try on her, but honestly, I don't think it really matters too much on her. She's not like insane damage dealer anyway. So these are the masteries that we got on Salad coming in for HYDRA. Obviously, should be cruelty, I guess, or natural wrath on his blessing, and just a bit of tight ass on gems. Even if I got 60,000 gems, I'm still wanting to keep that for other stuff like future content, etc. So these are the stats: 7,200, 345, and then 300 accuracy. So he does the AoE on E1. We turn off A2 on the auto setup, so that's one thing that we'll kind of keep. To be honest, these masteries could be better. The blessing could be better on him. Does it make massive difference overall? Probably not. I also could definitely really juice up this gear as well. Like, this is far best savage gear that we've got. As you can see as well, oil is missing, so there's definitely stuff that we can work on there. I think if you had a 6-star, then it would be way more. 6-star blessing, he would be way more usable and probably worth building around, honestly. So it's kind of a bit of a shame we don't have that. And then let me just have a look at the rest of the champions so we show you the right ones. So I need to show you KRISK and someone, right? So let's take a look at KRISK then. I've got 2 KRISK builds, so I want to make sure I show you the right one. This is the one we're running for this week. Again, I'm quite happy with him in Provoke set, to be honest. Like, quite slow. This is what I want from like a hard build. I want a bit more resistance. I do want a bit more speed, but that's just being picky. Survivability would be nice. Honestly, could go Hex set, but I think that I just need a better way of getting Hex out, if I'm honest. I do like the Provoke set. I do like the control over DK. These definitely can be better masteries as well. I'd probably say it's more better to copy my my brutal version, right? These would be probably the better ones to copy. And then we've got Songrong, right? Songrong is actually in arena build, so you know I've actually left him in his arena build. Again, I'm not really looking to change gear around or anything like that. He's got a fairly decent build. He's just not the best of damage dealers when it comes to HYDRA. So these are the stats you can see overall. Really good speed, good accuracy, good critical damage, etc. as well. Again, blessing could be much better, like cruelty would probably be the way to go, or even harvest cast for HYDRA. Right now I've got sheep. I actually need to change it to the speed one, right? And that's about it for today. So going back over the review now of my team, I think there's definitely I think the KRISK, Duchess, and BLOODMAUL definitely all stay in, and I have to kind of take out the three there. Maybe LYDIA will stay. I'm not too sure yet. I kind of think that if we're going to bring Venus in to make Rathless better, it'll be good to kind of drop LYDIA overall, and then try and bring in another Hex option as well. So that's it for today. Please remember to like, comment, subscribe on this video. I've been Grim. I'll see you on the next one. Peace.